Okay, Eagles. So it's kind of a funny story. It's nighttime that I'm filming this, but I had gone to my mom's house and I had my hair and makeup done, so I just decided to film my videos tonight rather than in the morning, so that I didn't have to redo my hair and makeup. So anyway, you get videos of me at night. Um, so if you're watching on the correct day, if you followed along, today is Wednesday, and we did lesson 2 yesterday, and I told you, I think on the video, that we were going to break it up into 2 days because it's kind of a longer lesson. So you don't have an assigned reading today. Today we're going to talk about commas and then the suffix ly. So obviously we all know what a comma is, right? It looks like this. Sometimes like fancy on a computer. Sometimes they look like the letter G filled in. Anyway, so what are commas used for? They are used at the closing of a letter, the opening of a letter, and then I just wrote May 18th, 2020 right here for this M, which is actually just dates. Commas are always used in dates. They're used right after the day. So in our classroom every day, it was Julian's job at the end of the day to change the date, and I can pick on him. Because I always pick on him, and he knows that because I love him. But he, at the beginning of the year, was writing like May, 18th, 2020. There's no comma in between the month and the day. The only comma comes between the day and the year. So that's really important when you're writing important dates. And then Mishawaka, Indiana, that's just a city and a state. And again, it goes in between the city and state. And then at the beginning of a direct quotation, so when you are citing text evidence, you need to have a comma right before your evidence that you are going to cite. And then series. So we call it items in a series. For this to work, I just called it S for series. So bats, gloves, balls, and hats. Some teachers will say you don't need to put a comma here right before the and. I put a comma. I've always put a comma before the and. I just think it looks cleaner and crisper. So I recommend putting a comma before and. Today on your exit ticket on your Google survey or your Google form, Google form, you are going to have to rewrite sentences with correct comma placement. So I'm not just saying the 2 words that need a comma. You need to retype the whole sentence. And I try not to give you a ton of problems because I know a lot of us, typing is something that's new for us. So it might take a little longer. And I know, for me at least, typing on my computer is a lot different than like texting on my phone. So a lot of you are really speedy texters, but I think typing will be harder for you. And then this anchor chart is just the suffix ly or the suffix ly. We've actually talked about this during the year. I think it was one of our suffixes of the week. It's in a certain way, okay? So if we look at quickly, the ly is in a certain way, right? And so how is it being done? Well, it's being done quick. Slowly, how is it being done? Slow. Gladly. How are you doing it? You're doing it while you're glad. Sadly. How are you doing it? You're doing it when you're sad. For these, you have to, I think, fill in the blank with words that would make sense using ly. The ly suffix ly. The other thing I wanted to discuss with you was similes. You do, this lesson talks about similes. However, it has like an anchor chart that you have to fill in, and I just think it'd be really hard to do online. So you are going to continue to do similes on MobyMax. I think that's all I have for you today. If you have questions, come to Zoom 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Our Zooms have been kind of empty. So I don't mind if you call, text me, or email me. But if you want immediate help, the best place to go is Zoom. I think that's all that I have for you. And then tomorrow and Friday, we still will have a reading that you will have to do. So good luck.